Hey everyone, how y'all doing? So it's that time of year to get the winter coat out and set up my winter coat EDC. Now I usually wear this coat all winter long. This is a bearskin 3.0 hoodie. Love it. My wife has one. Actually, she bought us each one for Christmas a couple years ago. Excellent coats. Love it. But no, regardless of what coat I wear for the winter, I usually have a few certain things on me. And this year, I'm going to change out from what I carried last year. So, show you what I had last year. On my zipper, I had the little Swiss Tech Listig, I think is the name of it. Little multi-tool um, Swiss Army knife type of deal here. And we'll go to the tabletop and I'll show you everything up close. But that I had in my zipper worked out pretty good. Now, I carried a flashlight and I carried it in the sleeve pocket right here. And it was the Rovivon E7 Angel Eyes. And yeah, this thing is beat all to heck. We'll take a closer look at that in a minute. And these side or sleeve pockets are kind of hard to zip back up. You gotta hold the sleeve. And in this one, I carried a knife and I carried the Ozark Trail crossbar lock knife from last year. And $10 knife. It's a $10 knife. I thought it'd be cheap enough to carry around my coat pocket, light enough, good size, pretty good action on this thing. And yeah, that worked out pretty good. But I'm going to swap it out this year for something different. So, show you what I'm going to carry this year. I am going to keep that little Swiss Tech Listig right on my zipper pull, just like that. I have it attached with a Night Eyes locking S-beaner. You can turn that like such to lock it. And I'm going to swap out the flashlight because this one, although I like it, is pretty beat up. I'm going to carry the Orson T7, $9. I think I paid $9 for it. You have light on the end, light on the side, different brightnesses for that too. Then flashing red and blue. Has a pocket clip, magnetic base, and although last year I carried the flashlight on my left sleeve, I think I'm going to put this on my right because if I have to use a knife, I can get it out. It's already in my right hand. So the knife I'm going to carry this year is a Flissa. And this was like $20 on Amazon, actually a little bit less. The only Flissa I have, I don't even know the name of it, tell you the truth. You know, Amazon names things kind of stupidly, but pretty cool knife. And this one is partially serrated, so I thought that would be good to have. Thin, pretty lightweight, crossbar lock, great action. This has AUS 8 steel, so not bad steel for a little beater knife. And like I said, I think I'm going to put that over here on the left, just like that. That way, you know, it'd be easier. I can pull it out. It's in my right hand. my dominant hand. So they'll carry right in there, just like that. One thing I'm going to add, I did not have last year, and I wish I had it, is a pen. So I just grabbed out a pocket pen. This one's actually from Recycled Firefighter. Orange, high visibility. You know, gotta love these pens. When you have it packed up, it's short, very lightweight. And I'm gonna throw that right here in the breast pocket. I don't have my wallet on me, but sometimes I carry my wallet in there, in that pocket. And yeah, so if you want to get a closer look at everything, I'll move the camera tabletop and we'll look at stuff. Okay, back on the tabletop, take a little closer look at these things. This is what I had in my coat last winter, and this is what I'm gonna have in my coat this winter. So one thing I'm keeping from last year is this little Swiss Tech Listig, I think is the name of it. I lost my train of thought a little bit, but nice little Swiss Army style knife. Has a little split ring right here. I have it attached to a Night Eyes micro lock S-beaner. Locks right here. Hook that to my zipper. Not going to lose it. But the knife itself, this has G10 scales. You do have a toothpick and a pair of tweezers. Tweezers are not too bad. They're not as good as the tweezers on a Victorinox. But a couple other simple tools. You have a nice little blade right here, which I use quite a bit. So needs sharpening for sure. But nice little blade. It's got good retention here, so that's nice. Then you have a file. One side's crosshatch, the other side's single, and a screwdriver tip on the end. Comes in handy. I was surprised at how often I used this last year for a lot of little things. And then, a decent pair of scissors right here. Again, they're not as good as Victorinox scissors, but they're not bad for a cheaper item here. And yeah, so I'm keeping that for this year. Last year I carried a flashlight, which was the Rovivon E7, and this was my EDC light for a long time. It had a pocket clip on there. I took it off, but it's taken a beating. I mean, the casing here is cracked. I lost a plug. It's broken over here. This seal, this O-ring here for the battery compartment is getting kind of brittle. But awesome light. I'm going to have to buy me a new one. But you got one push, nice little moonlight mode. Two push, you got different. Oops, I keep turning it off. There we go. Different brightnesses, and it's pretty bright light. Down here you got side lights, fairly bright. This one also has a UV light, which I never use. Only I did use it. I was checking a piece of glass at a antique store to see if it's uranium glass, just for the heck of it. Thing with this, rechargeable internal battery, but it also takes a AAA battery as a backup. So if it dies, runs out of power on the internal battery, it switches over to the AAA, and this is a Amazon Basics rechargeable one. So just like that, and like I said, this seal, this O-ring's getting kind of brittle. You can see it's falling apart. So this is going to be sitting around the house. I'll put it someplace where I might have to use a flashlight, and it'll be readily available. I have things, stashed all over the house. And this year, I'm going to add an item, which is a pen. This is a pocket pen. I bought this from Recycled Firefighter, but I like these pens for, pocket carry for in little pouches and kits and stuff because they're so small, lightweight. But yeah, when you put together, it's a full-size pen. So I'm going to add a pen. There was many times where even though in my little EDC pouch I have pens, I didn't have that right with me at the moment, and I wish I had a pen in my coat or with me. For the flashlight, since this is beat to crap, I'm going to carry this Warsun T7. Now, I carry this quite a bit in my EDC pouch. Fits into one pocket nice. Basic flashlight. You just have, I think, one mode right here. On the end, pretty bright, kind of floody. And you have the side light, which has different intensities, and that is pretty bright. So the side light on the highest setting, I think, is the brightest. And then let me get to the red and blue flashing light. So that could come in handy. If you broke down alongside the road or have to walk, you can definitely use that so you're more visible. And it also has a magnetic base, not the strongest magnet out there, but it actually works. It picks up the knife, wants to slide on it a little bit, but it definitely holds itself up. So that could come in handy. It has actually. And yeah, now does have a pocket clip. And I was thinking, since I'm going to carry this in my coat, if I took the clip off, it would make it even a little thinner, a little lighter weight, and looks like 3 little Phillips head screws to remove it. I'm not sure I'm doing that yet. But yeah, I'm going to carry that one. Now the knife, very similar to this one. I'm going to carry this Flissa knife right here. It's a new to me brand. I got this off Amazon. For some reason, Amazon actually would send it to me. Any other knife on there that has a lock, thumb studs, flipper tab, anything like that, they will not send to me. But for some reason, I checked this, and actually they sent it to me. Not a bad knife. FRN scales or GFN, GRN, crossbar lock, thumb studs, OS 8 steel blade, stonewash finish. Now this is partially serrated, and I'm not the biggest fan of serrated blades, but this one has it and it's pretty sharp. So I thought, hey, if I had this for emergency, that might come in handy. But yeah, not a bad knife, lightweight. Of course, doesn't have full liners, so you only have the cage for the crossbar lock. Good action on this thing though. And I'm not sure what each one of these weighs, but just by feel, I think the Fliss is just a little bit lighter. Not by much. And the Fliss has a deep carry pocket clip, reversible, left hand and right hand. The Ozark Trail, this model only has it on right hand carry only. But yeah, I'm going to have this in my coat. Doesn't quite match. Actually, it matches my wife's coat. She has a coat like this, but green. I guess that'll do it. It's going to be a long video because like 2 parts. And that'll do it. Do the usual like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. And until next video, bye.